believe it. And that was after they got rid of Tunsil, right? That was just another stupid move. I know that, look, they have a ton of draft picks. I think that job, his job, should be on a chopping block. If they don't succeed in that draft next spring, then he won't be long for this world because they're a mess. I can't even fathom, like, I get it. I understand why Flores took the job, right? Isn't that his name, the guy from the Patriots? I understand why. It's the same thing, the same concept as you're talking about Mattingly. Everybody, there's only so many jobs in the NFL, and there isn't a guy out there that wouldn't want to be a head coach in the NFL, no matter what the team is. I get that type of thinking, but, I mean, he walked into an absolute hornet's nest down there. That is a disaster. I mean, they are flat out terrible. They're getting humiliated weekly, and they're just these gigantic underdogs in these games. They're laughable. They look like a high school team, and it really is. It's a disaster. It's embarrassing, and I think that from top to bottom, I don't care what you say. It makes him look bad. It makes him look bad, like he can't coach. People are going to see this and going to go, he can't coach. But how do you coach when you have absolutely zero to coach? They have no talent. I mean, the entire team is gone. And, I mean, I guess the guy with the most talent on the team that you would think would be Rosen in his arm. Because when he was drafted by Arizona, you're talking about a high draft pick, right? So they thought so highly of him in Arizona, they went after him as a franchise quarterback. And then what? A couple years later, they were done with him? Was it 2 years or one? Did he play 1 year or two? So it's just the most embarrassing thing ever. Now that guy, you would think, you would deem him the most talented guy on the team. I mean, Fitzpatrick, they just got rid of. Tunsil was probably their best player. They got rid of him. It's so disastrous, the tale of what's going on down there, that you can't even think straight. So if they screw up that draft in the spring, believe me, that GM won't last there as far as you can spit. And Flores, I guess, I don't know, he'll survive a year of this atrocity because they just signed him. They just got him. I mean, the guy's brand new. What, are you going to fire him after the first year? Because how do you blame him when you have absolutely no one on the team with any skill? How do you blame the coach that you hired to coach a bunch of amateurs? I mean, it's like it's a practice squad team. That's what they are, aren't they? I mean, they literally, you got people talking about them like college teams could beat them.